Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. I gotta start with this. Major shift in how transactions are made. 95% of the population has no idea this transformation is even taking place. Yet those in control believe it will transform the lives of everyone on the planet. That's how big this actually is. The Finternet will transform the lives of 8 billion people and 300 plus million businesses if we all come together. That comes from the biz. And that's why I said I did a video where I talked about how you talk to people about what's coming and they have no clue. They don't even understand that the banks are pushing into the digital age as we speak. It's happening at such a fast pace. Ripple and XRP, by joining the ISDA, is standing shoulder to shoulder with financial titans. Direct access to the $1.2 quadrillion derivatives market. Ripple is so well positioned. I mean, everywhere, all around the world. They are tied to all the money. XRP is not going to be a cheap cryptocurrency in the future. You know, by the time the normies, the people that you talk to about crypto, finally wake up and want to get into crypto, it's already going to be too late. The big financial institutions are already going to be here. And these cryptocurrencies, like XRP, they're going to be sitting at 3 and 4 digits by then. Hong Kong has also been preparing for Ripple's stablecoin, RLUSD, for some time now. Hong Kong actually just launched this year a stablecoin Sandbox. And for the past 18 months or so, they literally went worldwide and talked to Circle, Ripple, Visa, Alibaba of the world to make sure that the government really are on top of regulations to basically have very clear guidelines to approve various different institutions to be able to support stablecoins. They're pushing ahead with stablecoin regulations, and they talk to Ripple. You know, whenever you see somebody talk about cross-border payments, Ripple always has a seat at the table. Ripple's now going very big around custody and tokenization. That stablecoin is going to be a game changer. And the reason I always stress these things is because I want you to understand how big this actually is. It's going to be massive. Ripple's presence in Europe before MiCA regulation. XRP is currently the third most traded cryptocurrency in Europe, only coming behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. This dominance should not be overlooked, as it is a testament to the preference of investors in this region. As a preferred asset for EU traders, XRP is already ahead of majority of the crypto market regarding establishing popularity in the midst of crypto regulation. And you see it right here. Preferred assets for European traders in 2023. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And you know, with MiCA coming, it's going to change everything, and it's going to happen very quick. Tether, Bitcoin, ETH aren't covered in MiCA regulations. Very important to be on the right side of who gets to stay and who doesn't. I would be very careful here if you're not positioned correctly, as well as from that pick, the black swan is regulations. And you see it right here. Here's popular cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and Ethereum should generally be classified as crypto assets because they do not meet the definition of EMoney tokens, asset referenced, or utility tokens. They are not going to be part of the new financial system. And you know, once we go into the new financial system, Where do you think all the money from Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to end up? It's going to end up in these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Things are changing very fast. Europe's stablecoin laws are going live. Here's 6 key concerns as MiCA rolls out. So their key concerns are right here. Tight deadline. The European Banking Authority is responsible for ironing out the implementation details for MiCA stablecoin rules. However, the EBA only issued their final guidance on June 13th. The tight timing is the biggest pressure point for the industry. And that's why you see all of these exchanges talking about delisting Tether. So delisting stablecoins that don't comply with MiCA rules will be phased out from the EU. The delisting risks causing market disruption, reduced options, and liquidity issues. Bitstamp will delist Tether's Euro stablecoin, the exchange said on Wednesday. OKX delist Tether for EU users in March. Binance said it would restrict unauthorized stablecoins for EU users in some of its services. And Kraken said it is reviewing potential delistings. That's how big MiCA regulations actually are. And MiCA-like regulations are coming to the UK next. They will end up happening in the US. Other countries are just going to adopt similar regulations. And before you know it, Tether's just going to be gone. EMoney license. MiCA defines EMoney tokens as electronic money. This drags in another European regulation known as Payment Service Directive. This law's second iteration, hence, has been enforced since 2016 and forces platforms handling e-money to comply with onerous requirements, more so than crypto asset platforms. Getting a license could take years. We do not know with certainty if stablecoins are electronic money. I want to see how they look at Ripple's new stablecoin. I want to see if it passes MiCA regulations. I think it's going to, because Ripple's been working with the EU for a while now, regulators in the EU. They would be licensed by case-by-case assessment as well. When they say that, what I hear is this. Some are going to be licensed and some just aren't going to be. Permissionless networks. Some crypto asset service providers operating and interacting with permissionless networks will not be able to comply with requirements under PSD2. For example, the law requires payment platforms to safeguard funds received for the execution of payment transactions. When users use self-hosted wallets or transfer on DeFi platforms across different blockchains, firms might not be able to custody the asset the way PSD2 says they should. So in other words, there could also be problems when you're using self-hosted wallets as well. We have to see what happens around that. Caps on non-euro stablecoins. Issuers of non-euro denominated stablecoins or stablecoins backed by several assets are capped. These issuers need to stick to a volume of 200 million euro a day, or 1 million transactions when the token is used as a means of exchange, according to MiCA. The imposition of volume limitations on US dollar-backed stablecoins could drive a shift towards euro-backed alternatives, impacting the dynamics of the stablecoin market. Again, we gotta wait and see what happens next. But you could already see how big of an impact MiCA is gonna have moving forward. And this is going to go live tonight. I want to see how the market reacts Monday morning. Governments worldwide are laying the foundation for a new monetary system where XRP and XLM emerges as two pivotal players. We are not going to see a new monetary system until there's regulations put in place first. And that's what I think they're going to fast track next. after stablecoin regulations. The dollar is to trade for goods. That is not to hold as an investment. You need to be investing your money because it becomes worth less and less per day. They have you programmed to use a savings account. When they do this with it, because banks are a business, they do this without your consent. Fractional reserve banking. So you see, banks artificially create money in the economy by making loans based on fractional reserve banking. In this example, what started out as 100 units of money deposited becomes 171 units of money loaned. And that's why the banking system is starting to fall apart. And you know, when you look at this, this is most likely what's going to happen once the big financial institutions start to get involved with crypto as well. Once the financial institutions get here, they are going to give new options to passive income. But I think it's going to be much better than the current banking system. You're actually going to get returns, massive returns, when you lend out your crypto and when you put your crypto to work for you. Just in, PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel isn't sure if Bitcoin will go up dramatically from here. You know, the whole narrative is shifting around Bitcoin. All of a sudden, the store of value idea is starting to change. They're starting to look more at gold now. They're also looking at Bitcoin as not having any major gains from where we're sitting right now. People are saying it's not even going to break 100K in the final run-up of this year. Nobody really knows for sure. I would like to see Bitcoin get a blow off top, but I think soon after this run is over, utility is going to start driving this market. Things are going to change like an overnight event. That's what I see coming next. Bye-bye tent cities. Solve the homeless problem. Stop enabling it. Breaking. Supreme Court just ruled that cities can enforce bans on homeless people sleeping outside. So where are these people supposed to sleep? You know, the economy isn't changing. Inflation's still raging on. And these people can't afford housing because the house prices are astronomical and the rent prices are astronomical as well. And at the same time, we have a lot of illegal immigrants in this country that are getting free housing from the government at the same time, while U.S. citizens are sleeping on the street. Fix the problem. Start fixing the problem in Washington. Big banks would survive a $685 billion financial disaster despite lenders' riskier balance sheets, says the Federal Reserve. So after 3 years of the largest bank failures in U.S. history, the Federal Reserve says America's banking giants have enough capital to survive a highly stressful scenario. In this year's stress test, the Fed says 31 of the nation's largest banks survived a simulation, slamming the lenders with about $685 billion in credit card, business loan, and commercial real estate losses. The 2-year simulation tested a scenario where the stock market tumbles 55%, commercial real estate price drops 40%, and unemployment hits 10%. If this was to happen, I think every one of these banks would collapse. But why are they doing these stress tests? Whenever they're testing something, I always think that they're preparing for something. There's no reason to test things if there's not problems that already exist. And I still think we are going to see more bank collapses happen. Well, take a listen to this right here.
Well, this is a bombshell. Listen closely. We're getting new reporting about what's going on at the Biden campaign as we speak. Doug Cass, a hedge fund owner, a big DNC insider, just posted this. Quote, what I am hearing regarding Joe Biden, Ron Klain, that's the former chief of staff, and Barack Obama are having a sit down with the president today. Joe Biden is insistent that Joe's running. Kamala is furious that she is not being considered as a replacement. Whitmer and Newsom are. Interestingly, my neighbor in East Hampton is hosting the Bidens tomorrow. It will be an important tell if the fundraiser is canceled.
So I want to see how the market reacts to this. I keep hearing that Biden is going to be replaced by August. I want to see how the market reacts to that. And, you know, that whole debate, in my opinion, it was just a disaster. I mean, Biden just looked like he didn't even know what he was talking about at all. And, you know, going forward, I think they already have a plan on who's going to be the next president. I think it's like we're watching a movie, and whoever the next president is, they're going to usher in the new financial system. Whether it be Trump or anybody else, they're going to bring about the new financial system. And when that happens, us as XRP investors, we are going to get very rich because of that. And that's what I'm waiting to happen, because that's when XRP would reach its full potential. You would have a really good understanding on how high the price of XRP can actually get. But I think we're very close to it. I think we're watching the current financial system transition right into a new financial system. But until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.